Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to IXION. Now in the last episode, the storm has truly begun to pass us by, allowing us to focus on the mission at hand, which is awakening 2,000 cryopods and supporting them on board the Tycoon. Not only do we need the space, but we need the food to be able to sustain so many people. We also then are uncovering the mysteries of the broken up Edamananki ship. We still have several event chains to kind of progress through for that, and then to of course support all of these people, we had just opened up Sector 5. And priorities are going to be in getting this area in working order while we can. Otherwise, a bunch of different stability hits are going to suddenly hit us, because we're currently getting a nice plus 10 benefit from just opening a new sector, but I think it only lasts a few cycles. So we are in a debris field of corpses, which is bringing the mood down just a little bit. And there are some issues in other sectors, but I think largely speaking, while time has paused, gone around, double-checked a few things, and they should be resolved, I think, in no time at all. One thing that I have actually changed between episodes, though, is I unassigned the, the cargo ships from this particular docking platform in Sector 3 and reassigned them to here. And then I moved the mining ships on this one over to that one. The reason for that is cryopods are completely full up right now, so it's totally full up here in storage. It's full up here, and it's pretty full there. So I got a plan. I want to obviously start awakening more and more people. So we're going to build extra cryo centers here and start really, I'm hoping to have 3 on the go at the same time and really start waking everyone up a lot quicker, because obviously there's just so many people out there and we really need to speed up a bit. The other thing I want to do is invest in better food. I was reading the comments. Crazy, I know. The actual upgrade I was getting was the improvement to, where is it, the infirmary. I was getting the improvement to the infirmary, but people had said in the comments, why don't you just go straight in with the health center? That way you can put that somewhere and everyone who's sick will just be shipped to that place and then brought back elsewhere. But it needs to be connected by train station, so we'll have to get that as well. So I think that's what I'll do. I think we can handle the amount of infirmaries we have now. We don't need to improve them. I'm getting a mushroom wall tech at the moment. That's fine. That's just produce more food quickly, or actually just to produce food more quickly. And then we're going to get the algae farm. I was going to go with another upgrade to the crop farm. Long story short, algae farm seems to be better, and I had a look. It's actually more compact, and it produces more food, and it takes less water, so it just seems better. I don't know why you'd stick with the crop farms, although I have a suspicion, it doesn't mention anything about waste, but I have a suspicion that we get more waste out of the crop farms, so I'm not too sure about that, though. Anyway, that's all. Let's just take a quick look outside here. We're obviously making probes all the time. We have a scientist over here at Crook P43, and then we have a science ship heading towards Crook P42 to pick up the colonists. Now, it's going to probably let them know that they're available for extraction, and then we have to send a ship up to actually do it. But anyway, so it was the Glooscap and the Pelican are now going to be able to bring in cryopods, and I guess you can be on people as well, into Sector 4 now. So that's the major difference there. So just head over to Sector 4. So this is where we can bring in cryopods, but in order to actually be able to do that, we kind of need a place to store them. So we're going to build 2 more stockpiles, facing the opposite way, and they'll both be for cryopods. So just another storage area, and we'll ship them across over to here if we need to, so we can actually awaken them in the cryonics centers. Now I've just noticed as well that we're out of water, or not out of water, out of ice storage. Not sure what I did there, but I've made it so that we can't store any right now. So, bit of a messy situation. And we don't really have the space, to build it anywhere else. I'll probably try to store some here if we can. And just set an amount in Sector 3 to be just whatever the max is. It's currently 0. Yeah, so water's going to get a little thin. Just for a little bit. But once we get building here, it'll be okay. Alright, I'll just let time play. I'm being overly cautious, as per usual. And we'll see how we get on. But yeah, I noticed that some of these cargo ships just were completely backed up at that docking bay, so they weren't even doing anything. They were just stuck there. But they should get moving again pretty soon now. So we got food, polymer. I've also told polymer to increase across the station, and actually something we could probably do is improve the power situation. I think the algae farms take slightly more power than these do. I think. Alright, and what's this happening? We're just deconstructing the crew quarters. Yeah, so I'll tell you what, we can actually get building one right now. Population, cryonics center, there we go. So we'll just stick one right in here, and this would actually fit there if I just get rid of a little chunk of that road. And I don't think that's a big deal to get rid of that. Cryonics again. So something like that, and then even the road can come in the back then. And when this gets removed, we could probably fit a stockpile there. That might work. And obviously, hopefully in the future we can get rid of some of these. I also noticed that, I had a really good long look around, that in Sector 3, the sector we're in, we got far too much housing. We've 100 extra housing than we need. So another thing we could do, actually, if we're hurting for alloys here, is just deconstruct 2 of these houses, free up some space, and then when we condense the space with farms, we might even be able to fit another farm in there, but I'm not entirely sure the dimensions. So we just got our technology for making the mushroom wall. If we just want to double check exactly what that one is going to do, is controlled symbiosis. So food speed, production speed is increased 15%. Now we're obviously limited by how much waste we make, so you don't want to just speed that up endlessly because it's taking in a certain amount of waste and processing it into food. So hopefully it kind of still balances out the way we've done it. Alrighty. So let's just set a priority on this one and just pause that one for now, just so at least one of them gets made, and then we're working away at 2 cryonic centers at the same time, and then they're going to feed. These 2 are locked down. This should be locked down, really. But they're going to keep feeding the cryonic pods from this stockpile into the centers then, hopefully. Alright, and these are getting made now. So once they're made, we'll set a target for delivering cryopods in here. And hopefully all good. Of course, we can't go over 1,200. So another thing we need to do, just thinking about it, is set a limit for 1,200
at its destination.
Into Sector 5 and just send everyone in there. And then we'll distribute the workers and stuff. We need to get that train station up and running so people can move around faster. Alright, so this place is done. Or it's kind of opened up and we've connected a lot of the roads up now. So what I'd like to do starting off, first off, is just get a few workshops in place so we can start building. And building faster. And then we're going to build probably the living quarters. Now, you get some happiness from having decent quarters, but we have so many people coming in that we're probably just going to have a sector with a lot of people in it, living in those big walls, and then have to have some sort of DLS center or other stability buildings to help them out, because I feel like they're probably going to struggle quite a bit. In fact, it might not be a bad idea getting the Legislative Strengthening Center just straight away, because I feel like setting up a new sector like this and just piling people into it is going to cause us problems, and it'd be nice to at least get 2 stability if they ever go below it. So yeah, I'm just going to do that, and we can just move it later. Just somewhere over there, it doesn't really matter. And then we're going to need a stockpile for electronics. And once we do that, we can pick up the electronics. Okay, cool. This is high priority then. Yeah? It's something. Alright, cool. And I kind of think I'd like to move away from the depressurized R&D district. Maybe once we just pick up everybody here. Because obviously it comes with a negative to stability sitting here. If we could just go out to that planet, maybe gather something here, and then just start swooping in. Maybe go back to here and start uncovering the events and stuff. That'd be nice. Alright, we've got a probe on the way out here. We've got another probe ready to go. We're going to start trying to get things around. Wow, this is a good location. That's a planet, is it? Seems like it. Yeah, and then we'll latch onto that, I guess. Got no batteries in the next sector, so if we want to move, we won't be able to without upsetting them. And we're just getting the last remnants of the technology up here. We've 182 in the bank. Alright, we've finished our colonization test on Crook P42. Colonization success rates of planets like this are estimated to be 25%. Please authorize extraction preparation. Repatriate them. Yep. So does that mean it didn't go well if we're just taking them off it? Because they said it was a 25% chance that colonization would be a success. I'm not too sure. But anyway, they're going to be picked up then by these guys. Once they get ready in 2 days, 2 cycles time, they should be available then for the Pelican to bring back. And it'll be piled into Sector 4, which is a storage sector and a people sector anyway. Although it is actually maxed out for people right now, which is a little concerning. So let's just double check on things. If I just hop out for a moment and we have a look. Do we have any... Everyone's optimal. A few places are neutral rather than happy, but I can handle that for a while. And we're just delivering electronics. Yes, so that's one other thing we need to do. Is just set this to be 2 and set it to be 1 in every other sector, because I feel like we'll need a little bit everywhere else. No, we'll leave that. But we can put it on 1. So that way every sector is always going to try to have 1 electronics. We're actually maxed out for silicon.
Team has completed a task.
And just looking at this, where has it been stored? Oh, it's been stored there. I guess I was doing some of the upgrades still up this way. Yeah, just even temporarily, just let them keep working on that, and we'll power, I guess, these 2 off. Keep keep this one like that. Yeah. Alright, so they're unassigned. I've just put the silicon back on that one, just so we can actually store it. It's getting backed up here, and then iron is backed up there as well. That was what I wanted next, wasn't it, actually? Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm just remembering, I guess, what I said in the last episode. And where's our constructors? There's just one there. Okay, then, okay. In this case, turn this on. We'll unassign that and let them just filter into this one if they can instead. Get rid of these two and then make it one for iron so they can load them to this place a bit better. It should work out. So our objectives are still to get battery tech up and running so that every sector has at least 5 cycles of battery power, which we could do soon enough. Either one extra battery in most of these sectors, or we could just actually power down some buildings. Like, so for instance, this is sector 2. We have 3.9 cycles of power. If I turn these off, now we've got 4.6. Now we've got 5.3. If I let time play, yes, it does go up to 2. So it does count. Turning these off does count. That's good to know. Alright, I'm going to wait for this thing to get its next cycle done, and then we're going to start unloading these, because we're going to go with the algae farms once this is done. And then I need to see what it needs for its upgrade. Controlled mitosis and centralized management. I think, actually, it requires... where is it? What's actually next in the tech lab? Increases the production rate of science units every 3 cycles. To 5 units every 3 cycles. Requires this. This requires family at work. Research speed is increased. It's just a lot of tech points going into just, I don't know. But I guess you do get more out of it than the end. I want to get this one next. Stanford Initiative, which is workshops automatically repair. I think after that, then I'll start investing in the tech building itself, okay? That workshop thing is needed for several other technologies as well. That's the reason I'm doing it. Good. These are all connected up now, so just tell them to pick up as much of this stuff as you can. And add some roads where we've forgotten to.
An accident has occurred in the Typhoon.
Docking bay was disabled. Minor accident. Not too bad. Sector 5 still doesn't have any houses yet. Population. So if the house fit there, it could then fit there, and it could then fit there. So I can't be putting a road on the left side. We'll just have to go with a house right there. And probably another one there. We'll just pause this one for now. Something like that. Okay, cool. Housing is on the way. So we have 2,200 right now, population, 40 in this sector. Very small amount of people here. And when this gets up and running, it's probably going to need, yeah, 10 more people. That's okay. Soon we'll have to send more people in here, though, for sure. I'll have to have a look around at where we can get them from. Alright, the cryopods are filling up nicely, which is good. That was the plan. And we're building our next cryonics center, which is nice.
A science ship team has completed a task.
So cryonics sector 4, cryonic pods, max that out. So we can store 720 in there, which I think would be a good idea. And then we'll just tell them to store a little less in the sector we're currently in. So, yeah, maybe about 360 is roughly where I want to go. Okay, so that means we can turn this on and let these guys just empty out into the other sector, hopefully. And we'll see what happens to the 299 that are waiting. But there they go. Now there's a couple of reasons I want to do that. When we get this algae farm, we're going to start deleting these, and I need somewhere for the alloys to go. So I'd like to change one of these to alloys if I can. And then we need another stockpile in here. Oh, barely fits. Just about fits.
A probe has completed its scan.
Probe has completed its scan. Alright, found another planet. Oh, we're ready here at Crook P43. This is the Einstein's crew. While drilling, we hit a pressurized gas pocket. The detonation detonation tore open a huge rift under our feet. We lost Ebola, despite their suit exoskeleton and the explosion. damaged most of our drilling equipment. However, we have gained access to an extensive cave network. The atmosphere of P-43 is already having an effect on it. Rest in peace, Mbola. Continue the expedition. Pretty risky. But yes, I guess, right? Why wouldn't you? It's only 4 people. If we lose them, we could get more scientists. Get in there. Let it not be... Let not Mbola's life be in vain. Send another probe out this way. We've got a lot of unclaimed territory over here. Crook P-42 is ready as well. 90 colonists are ready for extraction. Repatriate the colonists. Alright, no problem. Bring the colonists back on board the Tycoon 90. So that should automatically happen. This guy has a higher priority, the Pelican. So they should redirect. But I think that... Yeah, they should be able to do it. Got extra hours in here now. It's not enough workers, slightly. So let's have a look at who we can move. So Sector 2 has 40 extra workers that it doesn't need. So let's get some from Sector 2 into Sector 3. Only workers, 2 to 3. And we'll send in, I guess, 30 because we're going to open up 2 more buildings. You know what? Just to be thorough and correct, it takes 15. This is online now. We're over just by 3. So we only need 20. And then this, which is 5. So maybe 25? So let's do that. So from Sector 2 to Sector 3, only workers, 25. Alright, the docking bay is freeing up now as well, which is good. And then a lot of it's just going to come into this area and be piled in here. So we have 211 and 130. 320 ice. Maybe lock down that ice actually soon enough.
Warning. A sector is being overworked.
Sector's being overworked. It's just this one. They're on extra hours already. So we'll need more people to come into here. Now we're awakening everyone new into here as well. But let's see who else we have. We have 50 extra colonists in Sector 1 that don't... Or, sorry, workers. So let's just move... I don't know. Again, 30-ish. Sector 1 to Sector 5. Make sure they're only workers, please. We'll just pick up all of these alloys. We're almost clear of all the stuff now. We're building up our cell housing as well, because there's no houses here. They're in overwork now. It's the Legislative Strengthening Center. Let's just turn that off. It's too many people right now. Ah, just realized they're not getting any food. So Sector 5, let's toggle on food distribution, max them out, and that should just arrive here automatically, basically. The technology for algae is just about done. Alright, algae farms have been unlocked. So I'm going to risk it. We're going to switch this to alloys. That harvest is almost done. So we're going to get rid of this one. Now's the time while we have the food before we awaken even more people, I think. Now all of these alloys, hopefully they get stored here, but they can also go into this place. Did I say that was ice? Yes, this is going to be ice. So we have to distribute ice back into this place. Very good. I'm very glad I grabbed all that ice early on, because I don't know... We're getting through it pretty quickly, I feel like. Alright, is everyone else okay? So we just have the algae farm. It's a 4x6. This is a 3x6, so it's a little thicker. But it should be able to fit in the same spot. And then I think there's a technology to get an extra module added onto the end of it, which we'll get later. It does take 3 electronics, though. That's the big difference, I guess.
A probe has completed its scan.
Alright, they're piling up the alloys, which is great, and then hopefully this will get built pretty soon. We've only got one workshop here, one worker effectively working the place. I think now's the time as well to start investing while we have too much polymer and a lot of alloys. We can head over to Sector 1 and say now's the time to build even more power. So we need 7 electronics, 270 power. Sorry, 270 polymer, giving us 51 power. We're almost at the max amount of power before we actually build something like hydrogen power, I guess. This can be turned on. Let him flit in there. There's actually 2 of them. Okay. Alright, looking good. Any messages that I've completely missed? Obviously space stuff, I guess. Let's just check out there again real quickly. So this ship is on its way to pick up the crew. That's fine. The scientist is still just hanging up there. He can leave now, can't he? Yeah. Or they. So we'll head to Crook P37. And this other event is about to be done as well.
Population transfer complete.
Alright, 30 workers have been moved into Sector 5. So now we're optimal
The
again.
science ship team has completed a task.
Cool looking building, by the way. Dolos Security Service. Look at the guys on top. They're like, working out. Hell yeah. Alright, our first house is just about to get done because we've got 80 homeless. And this gives you housing for like 125 people, I think. So that's the first batch taken care of. This is almost full, the cryopods as well. Alright, so this is paused. Let's get building that now as well. And let's get adding our first algae farm. Oh, we can't. Without getting rid of one of these modules. I don't know if you can get rid of a module, can you? Yes, you can. Nice. Alright, so we'll build out this first algae farm. Just thought of something actually. I don't know if it's too risky or not. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of this and cut that road because people had told me to many times before. And we'll start deconstructing the housing quarters here that aren't needed anymore. It's gonna be a big refactor, but we have the storage for the alloys, I think. And then we're gonna need to get rid of this one. We'll let it do another cycle, but it was a waste cutting off a module there by accident. But yeah, food might start to get a little low as I power down food for effectively a couple cycles. At least water is in here again, though. And they should be getting their ice once they can clear out those cryopods. Yeah, there's some ice coming into here, which is good. Alright, good. All looking good. Tech-wise has stopped. So the algae farm. The next thing is controlled mitosis. You can add an additional platform, which I would like to get, but I don't need to get it necessarily immediately. Let's go maybe the technology. Research speed increased. This is 100 food sitting inside of it right now? Wow. Yeah, it's been told just to store 100 in this sector, so it should get distributed soon. No one's dying anytime soon, I don't think. And then we're building our next cryonic center yet again, so that's going to be 3 on the go. Hopefully churning through those pods a lot faster. And we're deconstructing these houses, so this road can go. And yeah, I'm just going to get rid of this now, actually. I'll just tell them to harvest right away. Just get whatever you can, and then deconstruct. We're no longer specializing in food, but that's okay. First algae farm will be built when this gets cleared. Do they have places to drop this off? I'm just hoping that they do. I think they're quite full up on food. They should be emptying it out now. 163 alloys to get out of there. So, what we can do with that... See, I want to build this here, but up one. Because I want to build the other one here. But until this is out of the way, I can't really put them down. Actually, I've got another idea. It could be terrible, but it could be genius. Actually, no, that's fine, yeah. Let's just leave it like this. I was thinking of putting that road back here, but it's okay. I'll explain why later. Anyway, Sector 4 is its first house... Or sorry, Sector 5 has got its first house built. Good. It's got its legislative center there in case things get bad. These guys are feeling neutral at the moment. Tech is done already. Wow, that was so quick. High-risk experimentation. Research is increased by 80%, which is almost double. And then we can get this one. Alright, let's go with that. And then we'll be generating more signs. But I feel like I burned through all the signs to do that. We're almost nearly out now. There's 18 down here that we can grab, and then there's obviously some anomalies and stuff that we can still do. Oh yeah, sorry. Let's check out what's going on. We've reached the anomaly. It's in a large cave full of strange geological forms. Concentric circles are present on the walls, reaching from the floor to ceiling and formed of many layers of different sediments. Crystal formations have grown everywhere. What is most astonishing, however, is the anomaly itself, a huge grey sphere, about 4 meters in diameter, floating in the center of the cave. We're setting up analysis instrumentation now. Now, hang on a second. Wasn't there another event with a grey sphere? And then people wrote in the comments something about a reference to some show or something, or some science fiction media, where this thing is like hostile or something like that. I can't remember what people said. It was a while ago now. But that means that I do not want to crack that open. What do we have? Examine the sphere, analyze the formation, study the concentric circles, or leave the planet. No. Study the circles? Sounds like that wouldn't be too bad. I don't want to get close to the sphere. I don't know. The formations might be okay too. I'm going to go with the circles first. If we get away with that, maybe I'll just leave it. Alright, 3 days. 50 people still left up there. This thing is making a long-ass journey to go get them. We can't really move right now because we actually have to build batteries in the 5th sector as well. Which I suppose we could do, just pop it down in the corner somewhere. Big, thick battery to keep them happy. It's 2 electronics actually for that. And then we can let them build this as well. They're maxed out for alloys here, so let them get cracking. Alrighty, how they doing? We're still moving ice from this thing, so that's good. And then we'll start moving ice from these ones to empty them out. Just realized as well, this place is still... Yeah, these 2 can be dismantled. Okay. God, it's so busy now. It's like every sector I'm trying to remember like what I was doing in each one. So why are you taking so long to empty out? I don't understand. We have a thing for waste, we have a thing for electronics, we have plenty of room for food, and there's room for alloys, so why not? Oh, I think I might know why. Sector 3 is the one we're in. Just set alloys to be max. And I think they might say that they have room now, maybe? No. Building not powered. But that's because so cancel deconstruction just for a second. And now click deconstruct again. I don't understand what's happening here. Really need to get rid of this now because I need to be growing food. I'm not building or constructing anything else. The workshop is down here. Awaiting order. There's room. I don't understand. What am I missing? Electronics is room. Maybe electronics needs to be told that you can have more. Store 3. There's room for food. There's room for waste. There's room for all of this stuff in this sector, and yet they won't. The building is not connected to a workshop? What? Oh my god, it's rotated that way. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry if you spotted that. So when we cut the road, that's why they stopped it. Well, that explains everything. Get up there now. Build that road. There we go. So now it can be unloaded. Oh my god, what a waste of time.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Alright, we're getting that little bit of extra technology as well. Which means now we can get the final tech in the tech lab, which is computing optimization, allowing us to get 5 units every 3 cycles of tech. Science, tech. That's what I was trying to say. Alright, good. At least we're generating it more passively quickly now. What we were currently doing 3 every 5 cycles. I think. Einstein's completed its task. Nice, we got more. The concentric circles do not have a classical geological origin. A phenomenon unknown and external to the geological activity observed in P43 generated these strange formations. The circles are not perfect, but the distance between each layer is proportional to their diameters. Atomic analysis revealed the presence of particles characteristic of self-similar space. Sensors indicate that the team's suits and the Einstein's hull will soon be compromised by the planet's atmosphere. Repatriation should be initiated with urgency. Alright, we'll get out of here then. For sure. Just leave. I'm happy to get that amount of tech. That's totally fine. So 40 science. Hell yeah. Let's send off another probe. If we can get anything around us one last time, that'd be good. There's hydrogen. Ice and carbon. Let's go there. Great. Things are looking good. I'm going to set this to be a high priority to pick up and collect from, and this one too for iron. And now in Sector 2 we can build up that iron deposit. So this is where we're going to store our iron, thick amount of iron. Alright, great.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
Alright, let's go with this new food upgrade. Algae farm right there, and another one right there. And then we're going to build this road across here. Actually, we don't even need to do that. We'll leave that as it is for now. We'll just pause one of these, tell them to do this one high priority, and then we can start adding on the modules, hopefully. I think they're the same length as the building from what I've looked online. And we didn't actually get the one that adds the extra module. We can get that later, though. In fact, we can actually just queue that up, because I feel like it's going to be needed. So controlled mitosis, build an extra module. Let's get that queued up. Good stuff. Alright, how many people are we up to now? They're angry in here. That's not good. They're angry even with this active. Provides 2 stability, whilst the stability of a sector is below 0. But that doesn't seem to be working. It says 1 from hull integrity, 1 from a dog. And then we're below 0, we're -3. So what's the deal here? Oh, there we go. That's better. So now we're only -1. Now why are they so angry? -1 from discouraging results following 2 planet colonization tests. Oh, right, because our colonizations are failing. Damn. Corpses floating around the station. That's only going to last another 2.5 days. Death from... Yeah, okay. Yeah, they need propaganda. Of course. This fits rather nicely. Just stick it there. Alright, the battery's been built as well, which is good. This will put us over into... Well, actually, once we go positive, so we're just going to be hovering around neutral or negative, I think, the whole time. These are full, so just lock those. They don't need to be... Nothing needs to happen with them anymore. And is there anything around where we are anymore? There's still some alloys out there to collect. Which is funny. The Bulwark could just bring in straight up alloys if it wanted to. We are so maxed out in alloys. 877. Jesus. We're doing great for resources. Holy crap. I haven't looked at that top bar in a while. I'm like, wow. Everything's pretty good except electronics. And I think, currently, in Sector 2, I'm using the waste treatment centers to create more electronics. Obviously, you only get a very small amount doing that, but still, I don't know, it's better than nothing. I mean, we don't have a need for polymer, we don't have a need for alloy, so I'm happy to get electronics with it. Seems like that's kind of our bottleneck right now. Alright, let me just get focused up. So Sector 4 is struggling to feed people because of the colonists that came back here. So what I'm going to do is go population management, Sector 4, only colonists, move from Sector 4 to 1. So that's back where they started. And move as many as you can. Alright, we got our tech lab fully upgraded now, so that's good. And now we're getting the algae tech. And then I'll have a look at other things. What's the gateway tech? Electronics cost required to unlock new sectors is reduced. I don't know if it's worth it. You've seen as there's only 1 left. And you typically get the amount back anyway. I think I'll go with the train station after this. But yeah, we're going to be really tight on tech before we can get that. Alright, the scientist that was here is done. They can actually just go back to the Tycoon and then head back out because they're missing a crew member. And then we'll check out what's going on here. Summary of intelligence on crew P-37 scans. Transmission. We have landed on P-37 in the crater we've named Desolation. The ground here seems to be made of a glass-like substance, possibly obsidian, and the crater's rim is razor-sharp telluric formations. Within the crater resemble waves frozen in time. We think we can pull some interesting data from sediment analysis, or we could try to discover what we've impacted here. I'd say establish infrastructure to support advanced analysis. You could also analyze the impact area, but I just always like doing this one. Just pay the most, hopefully get the best outcome. Usually works well. Just tell the bulwark to go do it. It's a bit of a journey, but it'll be alright. We've got our battery now, 11 cycles of power in that other sector, so we could actually move a little closer. Not that I think it would make any difference right now. Yeah, I'll wait till those ships actually move out. And is that the bulwark coming in? No. Yeah, I'll leave it. Might go out here to Crook P41, just get what's around us immediately and then move further back. We've got accidents, so that's just a minor accident, it's not too bad. And then another minor accident there. We're building the DLS center, it just needs a little bit more alloys. We're low on alloys in this sector. Let me just double check. Are we delivering them here? We are, 120. Alright, cool. And we're getting that train station after the... Well, actually, are we getting that right now? No, that's the next one. Upgrade for the algae farms. Alright, that can be built now as well. So, let's start adding on these modules. That's 4 modules right there, and we can do a 5th one. And that leaves... Oh, yes. That leaves just enough room to get another one there. So I can build another farm here and add stack modules on the back of it, hopefully. We'll clear some of those batteries once we clear this. And we seem to be staying on top of food, but we haven't, you know, we're going to be missing our cycles. We're feeling what is it? Feeling the results of missing a few cycles now and a couple cycles more. Sector 4, people are still hungry. Did they move? Those people must have moved, so we have to move them again. Sector 4 to Sector 1. Only colonists. 40. Yep. So they're both moving now. Alright, good. Happy, happy. These guys are on extra hours in Sector 2. Really? Food and iron are being stored up now. So we can empty this out. Let iron get stored into there. I don't know why that would have changed. Unless accident, I guess, right? Yeah, oh right, yeah, they're about to get out and be recovered, so that's okay. Let them do a little extra. It's funny, it is a real spiral. It's like, oh, we had, you know, an accident, so then we go into extra hours because people are in the infirmary. And that causes more accidents. But I'll wait till they come out. They'll be out any moment now.
Transfer complete.
Okay, good. Is Sector 1 okay with that? They seem to be okay with it. Alright, Sector 5. It's building its second housing project now. The projects. And let's do some intense propaganda. 2 stability. Doesn't change anything there. Still getting +1 in the sector. Okay. From homelessness being over 25%. So we'll fix that as soon as this gets built. And then we can clear up these roads. I'll probably build an algae farm in that place as well, but it would mean delivering ice or something equivalent. So we've got ice here and here. And do we have waste? We do have waste. I feel like we could build something else, but I'm not too sure what. I guess I'll just leave it until I think of it. Yeah. Alright, and they're waiting on their electronics to get delivered to build a second farm. Might make that a bit more of a priority. It is actually a higher priority here. We'll just tell them that they don't need any in any of the sector right now. Just bring it all here, because we're going to be building another one. And then we'll probably get moving, because I'm going to have to deconstruct batteries, so I'd rather move before I do that. So this is the last 10 colonists coming back, so Crook P42 is done. There are electronics up here, actually, 2 and 97 alloys. Here, we're delivering 40 alloys out here. We haven't delivered any yet, so it's going to take a second trip to get that done. And let's send our probe out. Alright, we can get that. There's 2 groupings of hydrogen here and here, it seems. Good. There's actually some ice out there now that we can start to collect also. Nice. So now we're going to be bringing ice into Sector 4, which, if you remember, is our kind of storage area anyway. So perfect. This ice has actually run out. So let's just lock that down and unassign it just for a moment. I would rather they use these ones next if they could. to distribute. Actually, I've got another idea. I'd like them to store it in the bigger one, obviously, so we'll shut this, turn it on,
complete.
and hopefully these will actually get emptied out. Yeah, that's better. Sector 3 is now specialized in food rank 1. Oh yeah, I didn't realize they actually have tiers to them. Interesting. Anyway, buildings produce 30% more waste. Food production buildings require 10% less water. Alright. So I guess it is a good idea to stack as many of these in one place as you can. We've only got one constructor right now, so you can only build one thing at a time. So he's building another one, and then he'll start adding the modules on bit by bit. And then hopefully we'll start seeing the payoff a little bit later. We're down to 1,500 ice though now, so we want to go out and start collecting a bit more. Hull integrity is building back up. Looks like we got our power boost. Seems like it's done. Yep, full solar panel set, 1 through 9. And then just need this one. So that's another 270 polymer, which we don't have right now, or the electronics.
A probe has completed its scan.
Anything left around here while we're up here? Hydrogen and ice. Alright, good spot. Yeah, we're going to move to Crook P41 any minute now. Alright, just keep time sped up. Things are looking good. We've awoken 466 out of 2,000, by the way, even with our 3 things online now.
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
So an accident. Did it just say 1 member was... No, 7 were injured. Okay, that's okay. By the way, I was watching someone play this on Twitch recently. Oh, we should move these 10 extra people, by the way, just before I continue that thought. So from sector... What one are we in? Sector 4 to sector 1. Colonists. 10. On Twitch, and it was just like... There's things I've never even seen. They were having strikes and riots, and they were way before where I am in the game. I'm not saying that. They were playing through it way quicker, so... To be fair, they were just like on triple speed, just playing through. But it was so funny to see, like, it was just everything was falling apart. They were just like mainlining through it. I'm such a cautious player by comparison, because I would hate to get like 2/3 of the way into the game and then lose while I'm doing a let's play. That would suck. But you know, shit happens, I guess. Anyway, sector 5. We have our 2 housing built now, so they're not going to be happy with the type of quarters they have. But we're happy now. 2 from Legislative Strengthening Center. Nice, so it's working. And 2 from the propaganda, the dog. The hull integrity is up, so people are happy about that. Only 1 cycle left from the corpses floating outside. I guess there's actually no reason to move then. I was thinking that we wanted to move so that we wouldn't have to deal with that problem. Right, so we need to start thinking about how this place is going to be specialized. I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. We just know that lots of people are going to come in here. So I need stability buildings and housing buildings. We're going to get that last one here, I guess. Pull this road over. Yeah, we'll just let them do their thing. Tempted to put like food in here, but if we're going to get a food benefit here, it'd be nice if this could sustain everybody. This will give us the train station. So the train station says it speeds up crew transfer between sectors, also allows for the expansion of some buildings' influence to all sectors. And then the other thing I wanted to get was, people said drones are quite good because they move things around quickly. So I guess drone bay will be the next one. Oh my god, wow, look at all the upgrades. So this is for drones are constructed and they transfer 10 units of resources between sectors. So I guess they just move faster than the forklifts or something? This can be removed. So we've got iron, food, silicon. Good, this is working out nicely. Yeah, pretty good. Don't really have to change anything. There's room to build more. Same with this place. Okay. And if we just take a zoom out for a moment and have a look overall then. So, looks like we are happy and optimal almost everywhere, which is what we want to see. 1, 2, 3. I'm only seeing 4 sectors. Which one am I not seeing? 2, 3, 4, 5, and where's 1? Why can't I see sector 1? Don't know why. But yeah, that's happy and optimal as well. Look at that. This is a perfect game, isn't it? Perfect playthrough. Except for the 100 people that died. Someone actually wrote in the comments saying like, oh, I've never seen that message before, or that achievement, having 100 people die. Well, excuse me. I mean, it's like 3% of all the people we've taken on, but sure. It's 3% too many, I guess.
Population transfer complete.
And imagine if I hadn't paused time for like 90% of the gameplay. Everyone would be dead. Alright, where are our scientists? I actually forgot to do something with them. So they came back to the Tycoon, and they're ready to go out now. So we'll go to the medical district, shall we? Let's go. And these guys are waiting still on the last batch of alloys to be delivered. There's 10 on the way now. We have 720 carbon, and we're refining carbon like crazy out there. Alright, Sector 5 and Sector 3. These are the important ones because this is where we're getting all our food built. So I'm going to get rid of this farm as well and just double down on... Oh wow, we're at 1,000 water. Nice. Yeah, double down on just the algae farms. And if we can have 4 in this sector, that'd be pretty good, I think.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Alright, we're at the medical district wreckage. Let's check it out. We've arrived at the site. We estimate that 2/3 of the district is missing. Remnants of cooling pipes have generated a haze that hangs about the debris and hides the floating corpses of Edamananki crew. Oh, that's good. Maybe we won't have that problem then. We've identified 2 viable areas for investigation, the ruins of a research facility and an area devoted to medical care. Well, we want research, so let's go with that. Investigate the research facility, please. More silicon up here. Yeah, I'm going to get moving. We're going to move over to Kruk P41. I'm going to prioritize these areas first to get things, and then we'll move again. So this is 2.5 cycles, no problem at all. We have a full hull integrity, so now's the time. Alright, everyone's happy and optimal. Actually, they're neutral now. You'd think they'd be happy with us moving out of the debris field. Alright, things are looking really good though. I'm confident. So we've got 300 alloys there. Yeah, that's totally fine. And when's this food cycle? This food cycle was actually just recently done, so let's start dismantling right now. And then we can really start to clean this place up. Once we arrive, we'll get rid of these batteries and start laying out more algae farms. Sector 5. So now we are, you know, waking people up way quicker. We're up to 252 already here. We're at 1,200 in this sector. So this one's kind of maxed out for the amount of mess halls I have. And did we get that drone thing building? No, that's next. Okay. We're out of science, so it's going to go quite slowly now. So what was it? It's every 3 cycles, I think. Every 3 cycles we get 5 tech, and we need 80, so it's going to take quite a long time. Unless we get some tech in this R&D district or whatever, the medical district. 5 tech every 3 cycles. And I looked into it. You cannot build more tech buildings. Doesn't seem like it's possible. Alright, we're 2/3 of the way there, pretty much.
A probe has completed its scan.
Just checking anywhere else we've kind of left behind. There's another big batch of ice. Because another thing I want to get... Oh, I know what I should build in that other sector. Docking bay. And get some ships out there collecting. Big time. 12 people, 14 power. That is a thick building. It takes up quite a lot of space, doesn't it? Let's get rid of that road.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alright, so that way we can add on more cargo ships and really load this place up quicker. Science ship has completed a task at the medical district. Yes, alright, 30 tech, that's great. The facility has been constructed from more resilient materials than other parts of the ship. Most of its outer structure remains. A lot of the internal hardware does seem to have been laser cut and ripped out. Our team was able to extract some information from the few remaining data consoles. A sealed stasis box was discovered, containing what can only be described as a test subject. Having reviewed associated research reports, the team believes that the experiment used ashtangite technology and genetic material taken from the charred leaves. The charred leaves. Subject ZY6073, as named on the outside of the stasis box, appears to be alive but dormant. Well, that's a little terrifying. So TLDR, or recap, we're after finding a box with something alive in it. References to genetic altering. Retrieve ZY6073. It's the size of an adult male, and it's currently dormant. They propose transferring them to a cryopod and bringing them back on board the Tycoon for further study. We'll get to that. Let's do the medical district next. Actually, I shouldn't have done anything. I should have just got the technology because I really need it. Oh well. It's still not enough to finish the next tack either way, so I guess it's not that bad. Alright, we are in position. Alright, looking cool. I love the quietness once you arrive at a place like this. Alright, our batteries are building back up. We can use this time now to dismantle some of these batteries. There is nowhere to put these alloys, which sucks. What can we do? Let's just store them here. Bonk. Somewhere just to put them while we're... yeah, just kind of lacking space for them, I guess, at the moment. Alright, good. That's empty now, so we can use that spot. So what are we making now? We're making 19 per cycle. So I think if that which is just about the same as the crop farms, I think. But with the 5th module, we'll be getting more for less space and less water, which is good. But food has fallen pretty dramatically, so, you know, it's kind of important that we get this next one built as well. And there's plenty of electronics here, so the next one can be done quite quickly. Just need to get this battery deleted.
A science ship team has completed a task.
P-37 was until very recently a gas giant. This is the planet on the bottom right of the system. A nuclear reaction of immense magnitude dissipated the planet's gas and vitrified its formerly liquid core. The event caused P-37 to deviate from its natural orbit. There's no evidence that this was triggered by a collision with an asteroid or a celestial body. Our theories suggest it was caused by an external intervention. Wow. I mean, the force required to move a planet would be unbelievable. Or some other planetary body to pass by, I guess. 65, ready to extract. Yeah, just sit there then and get it. Or just leave, I guess, that's it. Right, 65, that's really good. Great amount of tech to be had there, and another 30 here. We're just about done in the medical
A
areas.
science ship team has completed
A further
task.
20 and another 270 people. The district's in ruins. The Einstein's team had to stop several times during their investigation to clear the way for of debris. Violent clashes appear to have taken place across the district. It seems that even before the attack, the medical capacity of the Edamananki was oversubscribed. Recovered data suggests that congestion within the ship's core centers worsened over time. The team was able to recover a number of intact emergency cryopods. Before I retrieve ZY6073, which is honestly something I just feel like I shouldn't do, but I'm a bit too curious to find out. How bad can one thing be, you know? We'll find out. But let's just get all of that tech on board, which is going to blitz our current tech rate. Finishing, hopefully, the train station and the drone bay to allow things to move around a lot quicker. Both people and goods. Any problems anywhere? Sector 5 has now got some homelessness again, although we're about to build a 3rd living quarters. So we're just barely keeping ahead of the amount of people we're thawing out. We've got 1,200 cryopods in storage. 720 in Sector 4. And 524 here. Alright, we are just about to empty this place out completely. Alright, good. So now that that's gone, I can get rid of this road. And we'll just build another algae farm. Is that the right one? Yep. Nice. There won't be room to fit. I was hoping I could fit batteries in a line down here. I could with regular ones, leaving a gap of 1. There's nowhere else really to fit them. Fits right on top of the cryonic centers when they're gone, though, if we needed to do that. This place having batteries is super important. Science ship retrieved all of its science from the medical district, and we're just about to get all the science there. Alright, let's bring this guy on board. Retrieve ZY6073. Oh my god. Please be okay. I didn't like that noise. Can we stop? That sounded like a monster. Just about done there. So let's get this guy to head over to the destroyed docking bay. Where's that? Yeah, the storm has passed by. Good. So yeah, these are the high priorities, in my opinion. Don't go any further than just these things for a while, if you can avoid it. Doesn't change anything. There we go. What was that? I can't even remember what just happened. I think it was another tech getting done. Yep, the train station is being unlocked. So do I need to build it? It doesn't look like it. Population, maybe? Nope. Do we see it? I remember seeing it in screenshots. It looks like it's like up here or something. Whoa, that's so trippy moving like
The
this.
science ship team has completed a task.
Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe we only see it when we actually move people. But it's supposed to speed up moving them, so hopefully it goes well. Alright, so it's going to be the drone bay. That's the next thing. And then maybe the health center can be the one after that we get and stick it in Sector 5.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
Alright, cool. Are we done? How's this going? Oh my god, I'm so scared. Oh. Oh my god. Showing no signs of lethargy, the creature leaped onto the team as they opened the stasis box. Following a drop in comms connection, the team's vital signs began to change. Reviewing mission data, Eden postulates a form of assimilation has taken place. Oh my god. They appear to have put on one of the team's suits and boarded the Einstein. Inputted flight path data suggests their return. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh shit. I got an achievement called Oats. Depressurize the Einstein. They'll be expelled into space and the Einstein will return to the Tycoon via its autopilot. I mean, yes. Let them return. Why would you do that? Provide further opportunity for study? I mean, what... It's so tempting to see how that would go, but I can't risk that. But it's like, surely not the whole game would just end if I brought that. Because, like, surely they wouldn't have done that. Maybe you do actually get tech, but I can't risk it. I don't want, like, 500 people to die before it gets, like, taken down or something. So we'll just expel them. Destroy the Einstein. Completely. No, I'd say depressurize it. Although that is risky. What if they still exist on it? Oh, I'll depressurize it. Oh. Alright, it's coming back. I'm not going to end the episode till it gets back, and we'll see what happens. There are no crew that we know of. Oh, no. Alright.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
That's alright. It's just one cycle. It'll be fixed. This is all ice, and that can all go now, basically. It can be made into bigger things when we get the electronics a bit later on down the line. Alright, we have another algae farm ready to go. We've managed to just about taper off the food situation, I think. Oh, and now I remember what the other tech building was. It was the algae farm. Oh, we've already got it. Controlled mitosis. Oh yeah, sweet. There we go. And now we should still have room. Even here. Yeah, to build them in that way. So it's the same size as this. So we can just have a look at how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could build 4 with the building here. That would work. Yeah, let's do that. There's 4 homeless in this sector. That's alright. We could upgrade maybe one of these, and then they'd be totally fine. just wondering as well, if I was to do it sideways, would that make any difference? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you could add on a 6th. But this way I would actually free up the room to do the batteries, the thicker batteries up here. And give them a little road. I think I might do that. Yeah, probably do that. And that way all the food buildings are just right here in the center anyway. So that means one last algae farm right there. Now, I know the batteries don't necessarily need a road, but they can break down, so you kind of do need one, sort of. And then we can get rid of the roads that are here. Alright, so a bit of a food revolution, switching to algae from crop farms, and hopefully 4 of them in the sector that is now specialized for food as well. Means that we're really getting the best bang for our buck with them. So this is all food and cryopods, this sector, basically. We're maxed out for water in one of the fusion centers as well. Where's that ship? It's almost here. It's like a Dead Space situation going on, isn't it, really? As they're being assimilated. And our other ship is just arriving at the docking bay.
Has arrived at its destination.
So, we've arrived on site. This part of the Algae is a real piece of Swiss cheese. Sorry, this part is a real piece of Swiss cheese. Paradoxically, there is little debris surrounding it. After a rapid survey, we've identified 2 areas of interest. A still accessible docking port and a communication area. Let's do the docking port. Actually, no, communications. Come on. Don't kill me now. Also, I'm just wondering, how is everybody? Nobody seems to care that science crew is killed. Science ship is basically here. Now they're going to be coming into sector 1, I think. Yes. God help us all. Reform cruise science ship Einstein. Okay. So the crew's getting put back on it. And away it goes. So hopefully okay, but maybe in future we might hear something about the Einstein crew still existed on it or something, or you know, the aliens still existed on it. But maybe not. I just don't know. So we're gonna go to the habitation sector next with the Einstein. God, imagine getting on that ship and looking inside of it. Jesus. Oh, damn. We could have put the probe a bit more to the different side. Right, well, I think that's going to have to be it for this episode. So in the next one, just going to be continuing along, building up the algae farms like crazy, building batteries as well. But I'm pretty happy with how that's gone. We're down to 300 food, so food might be a bit of a concern as we work to get these up and running. Probably was a bit of a mistake having only 1 workshop building in here, because it's taken a very long time to do it. Also, you can empty out now. But that's the situation, but tech-wise we're doing quite good. We're about to get the drone bay, and we'll build one in Sector 4 and see where we can put that. And that way, I think this will be where a lot of our resources get distributed from. So that should work out, I hope. Alright, that's going to have to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. Consider liking it if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and if you want to support even further, consider becoming a channel member. Channel members get early access to my videos ad-free, and also access to my Discord, where we've just set up a new Valheim and Satisfactory server for people to play on. Hopefully we can grow a community and add more games and perks in the future. Either way, I appreciate people just watching this far into the video. Thank you.